That's the first time I don't know about you and all that. Good for you.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, me too. Yeah. I think it's something. Without. First and foremost, before we begin, I want to give all praise and honor and glory. I want to buy a ship, shop, buy a sugar copy, gosh. Double honors to our teachers, the apostles, and elders of Great Millstone. Hey, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shah, we back at it again, man. Prophesy the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom of America, man. Give me Ezekiel 35. So this place is finished, man. You can't see the signs? Oh, man. You can't see what's going on? How the Lord is pushing forth prophecy. That earthquake wasn't nothing like. Oh, what, over 20,000 dead now? Well, guess what? That's the beginning of the judgment of Yahweh Shah. It's going to be on a wide scale. Wait till it comes to America, Babylon the Great.
Con, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 35, verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir.
Set thy face against Mount Seir. All right, which is America, Babylon the Great, where Esau rests and lies, where his wickedness is pushed forth into the planet Earth. You got it, huh?
Con, and prophesy against it.
And prophesy against it. So we telling you off, man. We telling you that this place is over with. You got it, huh?
And say unto it, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh Shah.
Hey, and guess what? It ain't our words. That's why we're going to be justified when all these prophecies come to pass. Okay.
Behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out mine hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
And I will make thee most desolate. See, for the people most desolate, when the famine lay hold of this place. Oh, the brother was talking about how SNAP benefits are decreasing, man. And you don't even see it. It's going to be too late. Go ahead,
Con, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord.
That's when you want to know who Yahweh Shah is, man. You gonna fuck around and find out. All right? Look at that map.
Yeah, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 16 and verse 1. He says, the Pharisees also with the Sadducees came and tempting, desiring him that he would show them a sign from heaven.
Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say, it would be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning, it would be foul weather today, for the sky is red and lowering.
Yeah, for the sky is red and lowering. So you can see when it's going to rain, right? You can see when it's going to be cold weather. But can you see?
Oh, ye hypocrites! Ye can discern the face of the sky.
Right.
But can you discern the signs of the times?
You cannot discern the signs of the times, man. All right, prophecy is playing out on a wide scale. Oh, the MOTV is taking front and center. And these guys are bucking up against prophecy. All right, the words of Yahweh Shah is what you coming up against, man.
And he said, a wicked and adulterous generation seeking after a sign.
See that? Go ahead.
And there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas.
So this should be, and what was Jonas doing? He was prophesying. He was a prophet, man. So when you see men out on the highways and byways in all type of weather, that should trigger some of your mind. You should even consider what the hell is going on. Read that again, huh?
Yep. He said, a wicked, Matthew 16 and 4, a wicked and adulterous generation seeking after a sign, and there shall no sign be given unto it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas.
But the sign of the prophet Jonas. All right? So when the Lord sent forth his men, that should register in your mind. All right? But people don't have discernment. One of the traits that Yahweh Shah loves, man, is discernment, man. All right? You got to discern the times and the seasons. Okay, what time are you in? Well, it's getting ready to storm. Well, you need to bring an umbrella, right? Well, it's getting ready to be sunny. Well, shit, you can go out, you know, in your casual weather. But you people don't have a clue what the hell is going on in the world. And when it come upon you, it's going to catch you as a snare, as a thief in the night.
This is the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 9, verse 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. And when thou seest part of the signs pass,
So you measure the times by the signs, man. And you got guys saying you don't supposed to go into articles. You don't supposed to be going into Esau's technology. But the spirit ain't on you, man. Because that's how you measure the time diligently. Go ahead, Al.
which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which
See,
he
the
made.
Lord is visiting the world which he made. Get real quick, Isaiah 29 and 6. How is the Lord visiting the world which he made?
It's the book of Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquakes.
With earthquakes, hey man, it's multiple earthquakes that's hitting around the world right now, man. Little do you know that's part of prophecy. You got it, right?
And great noise with storms and tempests and flames of devouring fire.
And flames of divine fire. So the Lord has various ways he's visiting this place. And those are all signs to look for of his coming, man. Of the end of this age, the end of this rulership, this wicked kingdom being done away, man. Because guess what? We see righteousness, man. Well, a place where righteousness dwells. All right?
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world,
Hey, guess what? It's still uproars in Peru and Haiti. It was just an uproar in France. But you wouldn't know these things, right? If you didn't view the Esau's so-called media, man. You wouldn't know these things, but you know, that's why we know that the spirit ain't on you guys. Okay? Because that's how the Lord told us to measure the time.
then shalt thou well understand that
It says, then shall thou well understand. So the prophecy is going to be plain, all right, to the elect, all right? And we humbly call ourselves the hopeful elect now, man. We hoping in the mercy of Yahweh shall shine, seeing that all these things that he said is going to set to come to pass.
that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And the end is manifest. That word manifest means clear to the eye or mind. So the ones who had their senses exercised, guess what? They're going to see these signs, man. All right?
Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonders and powerful works and endings and effects and signs.
And endings and effects and signs. So we can see Esau's kingdom downgraded, right? And the kingdom of Israel upgraded, man. We can see those things playing out. That's in the video last night, man. At the same time, the Lord makes the kingdom. Yep, so the Lord is using something tangible, all right, to explain some spirit.
It says that he may give seed to the sword and bread to the eater.
Yep.
So shall my word be
So shall my word be.
that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return to the Lord, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
Ooh, it says accomplish that which I please. So it's a guarantee that the prophecy is going to play out.
And it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent it.
Going into that flourish. It's growing, man. And you people don't even see it. See, when that seed was planted, people didn't even know where it was going. And now you see eggs at $9 a cart, man. You know? And you see it, once again, those
5 and verse 1. But of the times and the seasons, brethren.
Yeah, see, of the times and seasons, brethren, right? And that's a separation. Everybody ain't gonna be able to see these signs, right?
And he said, you have no need that I write unto you.
Yeah.
For yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as
Oh,
a
it
thief.
says you have no need that I write unto you. So the Lord laid it out perfectly. Hey, this is what to look for. This is what to look for. This is how it's gonna happen. All right, and it's gonna be those certain landmarks that you see. It tells you where you at in prophecy, man. You got more on that?
He said, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night.
See, you people gonna be caught off guard because you ain't looking for the signs. That's why it says a thief in the night, man. Go ahead.
But when they should say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them.
Oh, they just want to go back to 2002. Well, we ain't going back to 2002. We want peace and safety. Hell no, man. We want destruction.
That's it.
We want calamity.
That's it.
We want famine.
That's
And
it.
guess what? That's the will of your how by shower shines. And that's why he gonna honor it. So we gonna be right. You got it, right?
He said, then sudden destruction
See?
cometh upon them.
Sudden destruction. Hey, that was sudden destruction in Turkey and Syria. You in your rest, you know, you laid back, kicking up, and then the building come crashing down around your head. Suddenly. You got it, right?
As travailed upon a woman with child, and they should not
Oh,
escape.
you ain't getting away. The only ones who want to get away is the elect. And guess what? They gonna scarcely be saved. You see?
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 3.
That's it.
And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately,
Oh,
saying,
this is a private setting, man. All right? Just like it says, brethren, you have no need that I write unto you.
tell us, when shall these things be?
Yup.
And what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world?
The sign of that coming at the end of the world. Now that word aeon, age, all right, an unbroken period of time. Esau's rulership, man. All right?
And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name.
Oh man, the Wi-Fi guy. You know? Many shall come in my name. Yeah. Ooh, that's bad. No connection. Yeah, you ain't got no connection with the Heavenly Father and His Son. That's it. That's why you winging it. That's a part of my nonsense.
Cause saying, I am Hamashiach and shall deceive many.
Hey man, over 20,000 subscribers, man. You deceiving many. And the Lord gonna require that blood on you too, bro.
And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Hey, ain't that taking place now? Wars and rumors of wars. You had China flying a spy balloon. Like the third one, flying a spy balloon over the United States. It show you how far United States have fallen. Because the first one that came through, they would have, you know, they would have bumped up and went to war, man.
They would have beat that in the Pacific Ocean.
Woo, God.
How the hell they got it now? Why it's over the land?
Right.
They show you how defensive this place is.
Yeah.
And over our villages.
That's right. Beautiful point. And it shows you the maturation of how about Shah bringing this man down. All right? Even though he raps, you know, he's true. He's language.
See that ye be not troubled.
Yeah, see? Go ahead. See, the Lord gave us a pep talk right there. He just laid out what's going to happen. See that she be not troubled. Right? What the Lord said, peace I leave with you, not the peace of the world. But we know what we've been resolute in our mind, we resigned. So, hey, let all hell break loose.
For all these things must come to pass. Not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and king against king, and there shall be famine.
But that's going to be something. I dropped one of us dropped an article in the chat about this new pestilence that's spreading. Well, guess what? Those things are going to intensify. And always going to grow.
And earthquakes in diverse
And
places.
earthquakes in diverse places, man. In various ways. In various ways. Earthquake here in Alabama. On that same
All these are the beginning of sorrow. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted.
Yeah, it's Jeremiah chapter 30. Yeah, verse 6. He said, ask ye now, and see whether a man do travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins?
So if a man have his hands on his loins, what about the women? Right? You women are going to be in fear, man. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, you say, wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail,
As a woman in travail, go ahead.
and all faces are turned into pale.
And all faces are turned into pale. You're going to be petrified with fear, man. The things are getting ready to lay hold to the planet Earth. Go ahead, huh?
And last, for that day is great,
Yep.
so that none is like it.
Go ahead.
It is even the time of Jacob's trouble.
See, it's the trouble. The elect is going to be saved out of it, man. What is that? Then shall be known who are my chosen. See, those the ones that's going to be protected in the time we're in them. The ones that seek Yahweh shall shout, why he may be found, man. That's the gift that Yahweh shall shout going to bestow on the elect. Because they actually had faith in the report. They seen things without it being manifest, right? Right before your eyes. You got something? Go ahead.
Yeah, this second Ezra chapter 9 and verse 7. He said, everyone that shall be able, everyone that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape
They shall be able to escape. Go ahead.
by his work,
Yep.
and by faith.
And by faith, what are those words? Can you hold somebody give me real quick? St. John 6 and 29. See? What are those works, man? Read that again, Baba Shah.
Yep, come. He say, and everyone that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his work,
Everyone that should be saved, letting you know you're going to be in the midst of danger, man. Go ahead. Say by his works, right?
and by faith.
And by faith, so you got to have both. Now, if you have faith, that's going to prepare you to have works, man. You got that? Yeah.
It's the book of John, chapter 6, verse 29. Yahushua answered and said unto them, this is the work of the Most High,
Yo, this is the work of the Most High, go ahead.
that ye believe on him
See, that's faith. That you believe on him
who he has sent.
whom he have sent. All right? And that took it down to the minute that the outside is set up in these days, man. What is that, second Ezra 1? Where the Lord said, I will give you leaders, you know? Well, the Lord don't deviate from his plan. He always instituted it that way. It's going to always be that way, man.
Yeah, he say,
So those works is believing on him whom he has sent. Again, that goes all the way down to the men you see out on the highways and byways now. All right? But the Lord sent them forth with his word.
yeah, second Ezra 9 and 7, and everyone that shall be able to escape, it's like that shall be saved, and shall be able to escape by his work,
Escape. Pay attention. Escape by his works. Go ahead.
and by faith, whereby ye have believed,
Yep.
shall be preserved from the said
He
perils.
shall be preserved. All right, from the said perils. When you preserve something, you put it in a glass jar, you cap it off. So all the outside elements are not affected. Right? Well, that's what the Lord is going to do to the elect. They're not going to be affected by those things that affect you people. Man.
And he said, shall be preserved by the said perils,
Yep.
and shall seek my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them for me from the beginning.
See, I have sanctified them for me from the beginning. So those certain spirits were destined to see the salvation of Yahweh Shah. that's a beautiful hope. Because seeing this place is said to be a storm. Right? That's so beautiful to hope. So the enemy is taking it right before your eyes. You know? That you get rid of these damn detestable bodies, man. Alright? That you'll be all righteous, man. Ain't that so beautiful to hope for? Man, yeah.
God, this is the book of 2 Ezra, chapter 4, verse 26. Then answered he me and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel.
Go ahead.
For the world hasteth fast to pass
See,
away.
for the world hastening fast to pass away. You people can't see it though. That's the Lord blinding you.
And cannot comprehend the things that are promised
See, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised
to the righteous
Yeah.
in time to
in
come.
the time to come. And it's close. It's nearby.
For this world is full of unrighteousness
Yep.
and infirmity.
Yep.
But as concerning the things whereof thou askest,
But as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, go ahead.
I will tell thee, for the evil is sown,
Yep.
but the destruction thereof is not yet come.
Yeah, but the evil is sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. Go ahead.
If therefore that which is sown be not turned upside down,
Yeah.
and if the place where the evil is sown pass not away,
Where's the place where the evil is sown? America, Babylon the Great. All right, Mount Seir. That's what a place that has to be overturned, plucked up by its roots, man.
then cannot it come that is sown with
See,
good.
then cannot the kingdom of heaven come. So this is what they call a necessary evil. Esau was raised up to be the wicked over the planet Earth, all right, to show us, for us, the long righteousness, man. We long righteousness because of this fucking devil, man.
And God, this book of Proverbs 29 to verse 16. When the wicked are multiplied, transgressive increases.
See? And that's why you see fucking moles all over the place, man. All right, because the fucking wicked is in power. Read it again, man.
God, when the wicked are multiplied, transgressive increases. It's like a transgression increases.
Go ahead.
But the righteous shall see their fall.
But the righteous shall see their fall. And we're witnessing the basement of Esau. All right? We're witnessing the Lord taking this devil down. You got it.
Third chapter, looking at hastening.
See that spirit.
That is 2 Peter 3 and verse 13. No, 12. 11. All right, come on, yep. He say, sin.
That's the desires. Hope for his fall. This is all part of our desire. Witness the overthrow of this devil, so that's going to issue and bring in righteousness upon the planet Earth.
He say, sin then that all things, so that all these things shall be dissolved.
Yeah, because this place is going to be overthrown violently by the way of the Third World War III. And we seeing that flourish. We actually seeing that plant growing to its perfection in World War III. That's why you hear about missiles and nations sending weapons. This is the talk on the earth. You ain't got no choice but to consider that idea. Why? Because it's biblical, man. This is the purpose of Yahweh Shema.
Yeah, you say, see then that all these things shall be dissolved. What manner of persons are you to be?
So yeah, what spirit you should be in? Because you see the forecast of this place, right?
Yep. He said, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, looking for and hasting unto the coming of the day of the Most High.
They said holy conversation and godliness, man. All right, going into this truth. You know, that's the holy conversation. That's what you're supposed to be meditating on. All right.
So if you come
That's that holy conversation. With that word conversation, I also call it conduct. Right? That goes into the faith without works. That goes back to Noah. When you think about it, because his faith compelled him to start building. That was work. He went to work to start building the ark. He was assured that he'll withstand the destruction of his. He believed just that much. And that's why we are here. Again. Avery's not on today, man. Don't understand what? Avery's off today.
Yeah, this 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse 7. He said, but the heavens and the earth which are now by the he said, by the same word are kept
The
in
same word. The same word. Matter of fact, I think that verse 6.
Second Peter chapter 3 and verse 6, he said, where about the world that then was.
Yeah, because it was a system in that time. No, it wasn't as primitive as people think.
Right.
There was an actual government, laws and legislations and things of that nature.
He did.
Very structured and set up, you know.
Yeah, he said, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water perished. But the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word are kept in store.
Word. So we got this. He said the same thing.
Are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of the ungodly man.
Transition that we're going into, you know.
This time it's going to be a lake of fire. You know? That was a good point. That same word, that's really your house shop. Proving that the Lord is of old. Now, what's that? That's Psalm 119. Let somebody get that as well. And also get, what's that? Isaiah the 8th chapter.
Phrase kept in store in the Strong's sheet 2343. It says to gather and lay up, store up. It says reserve. Right, so
You got a reservation for death. You know? You reserved to be destroyed, man. The Lord has certain spirits allotted to be saved, as we read earlier, and certain spirits allotted to be destroyed. That's it.
Psalm 119 and 1 and 2. Concerning thy testimonies, I have known of old, and thou hast found them forever.
Oh, it says concerning thy testimonies, I have known of old, right? Proving again that Yahushua is of old, man. All right? Which is the testimony of Yahushua, which is what the spirit of prophecy. that we, through patience and comfort of the scriptures, might have hope. Everything is going to be okay now, man. You don't come with the same message. If you don't get right with the Lord, you're going to die. You know?
So like you said, it's coming with the same message store.
That's it.
Like you said, it ain't switched up. We saying the same thing. That's why I said condemn the world. In the process, he was condemning the world. Gathering them in. He was condemning the world at the same time. Really that spiritual art. But at the same time, we condemn the world, telling 2/3 of our people their judgment, telling the heathen nations their judgment.
Yeah, this Isaiah 46 and verse 9, it said, remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am.
And this is how about Shroud Shot. Why he say that? Because these events that took place, the Lord put his name on. Even though the Lord controlled everything, from fly fans about whatever, but these major events that take place upon the planet, how about Shroud Shot make sure he put his name on. So when it happens, you gonna know Yahweh Shalom was up, man. You gotta know.
Yeah, he said, I am Yahweh, and there is none like me.
Why? Because he's the power over scenarios. He has control. What's that? Revelation. Revelation, the 4th chapter. 11, verse 11, last verse. Oh, yeah.
Hey, and that was a moment in time. You know, he used that as an example on what's going to happen in future events, man. What's going to happen in the future, man. All those things that took place before time is showing you things to come, man. Like you're going to, right? Building the ark, all that is taking place. That's time up. Now it's time to get the wet control, like I was saying, man. Right? And also as well, that looking at the world, telling you, you know, what's going to happen. To the, what's going on around the world today. And see, that's the thing about it. Yahweh Shai is a just judge, man. He's not going to leave you just destroy everything without telling you what you did. No, he's telling you to your face what you're doing, man. All right? And he's going to show you the judgment that's come behind this, man.
He's going to give you a call and the offense. If you call, you ain't going to just do it.
Word got to go out first. Definitely. This is a compelling ministry. What's that? Luke 14 chapter. Compel them to come in. No easy way to tell you about that.
This is Joel chapter 2 verse 11. The Lord shall utter his voice before his army.
Right.
For his camp is very great.
The Lord shall utter his voice before his army. That's the scripture given in chronological order. That's touching the visitation of Yahweh Shai. He's going to hear the words of the Lord first. That formula, right, goes all the way back again to Lord. See? Matter of fact, real quick, give me that Psalm 119. That Psalm 119. Right, can we read that real quick? Yeah, we read that? Read it again. And get that Isaiah the 8th chapter.
Yeah, good. This book of Psalm 119, verse 52. It says, concerning thy testimonies, I have known of old. Now thou hast founded them forever.
Hold up, is that another testimony outside of the testimony of Yahweh? Which we know, the sword of Revelation, the 19th chapter, is the spirit of prophecy. See that? So these testimonies is of old. That lends more credence to the fact that Noah had the testimony of Yahweh, saying that he was prophesying. Now, let's show you how that counsel have stood throughout those generations, even to this very moment. Go to Isaiah 8 chapter.
Look at Isaiah 8 in verse 16. It reads, bind up the testimony.
Right, bind up the testimony. Go ahead.
Seal the law among my disciples.
Right, now real quick, look on that word testimony right there. It says bind up the testimony. Seal the law amongst my disciples. Command your incense everywhere.
Scroll 85, 84, for the word testimony. It says testimony, attestation, confirmation, prophetic.
What?
Prophetic.
Prophetic. One of the 12, but he's one of the students of Yahweh Shai. See that? It says bound up this testimony. I mean, everyone is spirit of prophecy. Under that No, let's go back to that 2 Peter. Right.
It is Second Peter to the page.
That he had the spirit of prophecy. He had the testimony of Yahweh. Before that, he was protected from all the people out there with Bibles. If you're not coming in that spirit of bad or bad news, so to speak, you're not in the spirit of Yahweh Shai. Get that real quick and yeah, exactly.
Like you understand, man. Hey, so it's supposed to be a prophet of doom and gloom. No, you're supposed to be a prophet of what is that?
Prosperity.
Right, right. Exactly.
Oh, you got this Pastor Mike. He's going up. Birmingham. That nigga, man. That's the sick dude, man. Now, the prophet was here to introduce you to these great powers, man. The Lord is to be feared. That's why King David said, I'm wonderfully and fearfully made. Because or, hey, that felt bad. Bad your head up in your house. And it's like millions of them, you know, the bads are dead set on you. Guess who created it? Earthquakes. Oh, you got
The book of like Jeremiah, chapter 28.
Cool. Cool, baby.
Jeremiah 28. I'm gonna start at verse 8. The prophets that have been before thee and before thee of old.
Oh, and you can thrust Noah into that category. See that? All the prophets across the board, right? Go ahead.
Prophesied both against.
Against. So Noah was prophesying against that world, that old world. That's why Yahweh made an honorable mention of notice, mentioning, you know, Noe. Yeah, oh, yeah. Yep, go ahead.
It said prophesied both against many countries
Yep.
and against great kingdoms.
And against great kingdoms. We've been thrust into that same strategy. This is a great kingdom. This is actually Babylon the Great. Great order, great, right, perverseness, wickedness. So the Lord conjured up all the prophets for the most part and placed us on the scene of the crime. Come on.
Of war.
Yep, a war. That's why there's a missile sign out here somewhere. Guaranteed. Amongst all the camps, there's a missile sign. Real quick, give me Jeremiah, first chapter. All of these guys with Bible, especially you guys on YouTube, the platform, your mouth will be stopped. Because as these topics, it's going to cancel out these different doctrines, man. And you Wi-Fi niggas, man, you winging it for Israel, like Pastor Hardcore, WIFI. You vehemently coming up against the Quran, being the MOTG. And here it is, the momentum is obviously shifting towards that. What it's gonna do? Like when they go to the app, they're gonna see that little circle, that buffering. And who knows, the Lord might have everything on freeze. He saw that kid, answer for 72 hours, then finally come out, look, we have a solution. Niggas gonna run. Hey, because we just at the beginning. You niggas think you're gonna make these drop the mic moments and go off into the shadow. Go ahead, huh? Oh, no, you know what? Jump down, I think like the 12th, the 9th verse. That's it.
Yep. It's Jeremiah 1 and 9. It says, then the Lord put forth his hand.
Right, and that's how it's shot when you really go into it. The Lord sent forth his hand and weapon. So you have a shot. Divided the sword with the understand. If you're paying attention, that actually comes from this Matthew 22. Barricade, so to speak. Can't go no further. Go ahead.
And you say,
give me that real quick. Just go to 38 seconds. Come on.
Jeremiah 23 and 16. Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh of hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain.
Yeah, they make you empty. Go ahead.
They speak a vision of their own heart.
Now to be made vain is dangerous. Because the scriptures say the people was made in vain. You have everybody outside this circle. If something is vain, it's empty, it has no substance, you're not going to regard it. Right?
It says, they speak a vision of their own heart.
Yeah, a vision of their own heart. That's you niggas, man. That rebellion. Disobedience to your parents. Like those Wi-Fi niggas. They learn. And then, when they don't like it, right, they'll discard that and they'll lean towards their own understanding. They'll come up with something to replace that void. Something according to your own heart. Oh, this looks like this. Oh, that don't look, lost patience. Well,
It says they speak a vision of their own heart and not out of the mouth of the Lord. Yahweh should be Yahweh.
Read that again.
It says, Jeremiah 23:15. Thus saith the Lord, hosts, hearken not unto the words of the prophets that prophesy unto you. They make you vain. They speak a vision of their own heart and not out of the mouth of the Lord.
Right, they're not speaking according to Yahweh Shah. They're not in harmony with the testimony of Yahweh Shah. Scripture say, see that you speak the same thing. That right there proves that it's not a thing of you bringing your own presentation. I bring my own presentation and we come together. Go ahead.
Verse 17, it says, they say still unto them that despise me,
Right, yeah, everything cool. Go ahead.
the Lord hath said, ye shall have peace. And they say unto everyone that walketh after the imagination of his own heart.
That proves that everything starts with a doctrine. Right? And that's what you're saying when you're telling people that the Quran is not the MOTB. You're saying those givers. What you warning about? What you warning about? Because you might say, well, hold up, World War III. Well, hold up. You got it. I said, right. We're going to run that back. Go to the blue level. See the blue level? Oh, that's the one that got it. Go to, somebody go to the blue level to his best. Now let them get it. You didn't read it. Go on.
Verse 20 again, it says, to the law and to the testimony.
See?
If they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them.
Right. There's no light in them. Now I'm pretty sure, you know what? Let's look up both of the words. Look up that word light first and see the gift. Then we can look up that word testimony as well.
That word light.
Psalm 8:73-37. It says, dawn and dawn, and the song, it says, day spring, early, light, morning.
Yeah, that's your house shot. That's the, yeah. Now that goes into, you got that Job 38? Yeah, get that real quick. Yeah, get that.
God. The book of Job, chapter 38. And I start at verse 10, it reads, and break up for it my decreed place,
and set bars and doors.
Right, and set bars and doors. Right? Which bars and doors represent coming and going of men. And mainly, chiefly, as touching rulership. Right? The Lord set up a decree that governs over the rise and fall of kingdoms and empires. Read that again.
And break up forward my decreed place.
Yep.
And set bars and doors. And said, hitherto shalt thou come with no further. And here shall thy proud ways be stayed.
Yeah, meaning the so-called white man can't add 1 year, 1 month, 1 week, day, hour, or second to his rulership. Right? Go ahead.
Hast thou commanded the morning since thy days?
Read that again.
Hast thou commanded the morning since thy days?
Now this is a dark saying right here. What's that talking about? That's talking about Yahweh Shah. Do you know when Yahweh Shah returned? Go ahead.
And caused the day spring to know his place?
Yeah, do you know the place, the time of the day spring? Which again is Yahweh Shah. Go ahead.
That it might take hold of the ends of the earth.
That's how we know that's talking about Yahweh Shah. Because the day spring, what that has to do with taking hold of the ends of the earth? Which the ends of the earth symbolizes the so-called white man's sector, man. His throne. Over here in the far west, the region where the sun sets. Go ahead.
That the wicked.
Yeah, with a credit roll. Yeah. The end. Yep. Everything about America is credit rolling. It's sunset. Go ahead.
It said, like, that the wicked might be shaken out of it.
So we know that that day spring is not talking about a regular day. Because this day spring is going to shake the wicked out of his place. See? And who know that? We've been briefed on that. We understand that that's concerning Yahweh Shah, man. The triumphant return of Yahweh Shah. That's why we read, what's that, Isaiah, the 63rd chapter? Who is this coming from? Yeah. We dyed garments from Basel. That's essentially what we just read. That was Job 38 chapter. All right, come on, got something?
Word for life. Scroll page 73, page 6. It says, seek early for honesty.
Yeah, you can't see nothing without the light. Oh, we were going into that about how the light is what empowers the eye. And prophecy serves as a light. So we was wondering about the future, but we was assisted by prophecy. The light is strengthened our curiosity concerning, you know. Go ahead.
It says, seek diligently for it.
Right, seek diligently for it. Hey, when you looking for some earnestness, like diligently, you have to turn the light on. Go ahead.
It says, look for it.
Yeah, there's no light in you guys. Oh, and there was a comment left. I saw it on one of the chats. Well, nigga said, yeah, man, they coming to the Wi-Fi and they still in breakdown. But nigga actually said that. Right? Oh, then a nigga left a comment. I know I had did a video, a couple of videos. The latest one, you know, I plastered this nigga face on the, right? The scripture say, what? And the nigga asked me that. He said, why you got king, why you got the king of Malak or some shit, right?
Oh, man.
Yeah, real talk. Why you got the Malak picture or some shit? And I posted Romans the 16th chapter. Mark them with cause of vision, man. Yeah, man. This nigga 5 years busting on Christmas bread. All right, come on.
Michael 3, verse 5. Thus says the Lord, Yahweh
Yep.
concerning the prophets that make my people err.
Right. That's you guys, man. The blood gonna fall on you. What's that, Ezekiel? Yeah. well, if the watchman warned not, then the Lord, he laid it out. The Lord made everything clear. The guy gonna die. Let's get that out the way. But I want to start exactly how about the outside. So all you niggas out there in Israel, simple, man. Scripture says it's simple to believe in every word. It's amazing, man, how these guys believe that report that comes to these different groups. Well, they're going to die, but the Lord is going to require the blood at your hand. And it's going to be made, we're going to know about it. Go ahead, Doc.
That bite with their teeth.
Oh, remember having to wrap the news? And I'm going to be honest, man, I felt good. I did a video on that road. After rap died, I did a exit. I was in a it was one of my favorite videos. Reaching up to come to new beauty, man. And rap the news, he jumped out there. He didn't look before he leaped, man. He came up against the dignities of your house shot. The Lord got us looking like regular men, you know? Them niggas like to push the brake and all that crazy shit is cool. That contributes to your rebellion, your resistance. Now you're gonna have these niggas hesitant to creep up on us. Oh, y'all break deals for us? I remember that fraud she put up on us. Y'all remember that? She hit like two times, she tried to flash. She said, who are y'all? You know, she said, great bill store. And the bitch, she rolled the window up and pulled it off. That's the spirit of your house shop, man. Right? Y'all remember that? And she could be in the spirit world. Go ahead,
That bite with their teeth and cry peace. And eat and put a knot into their mouths.
yeah, they cry peace. Your rallying cry is peace. Again, when you come up against the charisma, you taking a stance on peace. Because what comes behind the doctrine of the charisma? Matter of fact, let's get that Revelation 14 chapter real quick. Let's go into the penalty of the charisma. Because I wanted to make that point, because, you know, they teach about the destruction. But hold up. You can teach about the destruction, but what's the best way to be destroyed? Taking the charisma, man. So how you gonna teach about the destruction, but you don't emphasize the charisma? You see the holes in you niggas' doctrine? Go ahead, huh? That's why the nigga did a 7-hour video, and the next one could be even longer. Because it's going to be a lot of deflecting as you already been doing. Go ahead, huh?
Revelation 14:9. And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image,
Right.
and receive his mark in his forehead.
Well, look, according to you guys' logic, it's sin. So that means everybody is done.
Or the
Okay,
man
now that's what the niggas like that. Oh yeah, the little believer of the way nigga. Terrible. And the nigga kept promoting. I just got a school. That was all staged up in these scripts. Having to make to this nigga to come in and ask questions. Yeah. He probably like, man, I gotta get this man. Hold up for a minute. I gotta run this play right here, man. Nigga went up 2 touchdowns. Hey, we don't take you guys serious. Hey, because, the scripture speaks about building that tower, not finishing. That apply to them. That don't necessarily mean all together you're going to just abandon, teaching. You was taught a certain doctrine, which this doctrine is what set up the head. That's why it's the tower. Once you leave off from it, you have stopped building that hedge, that tower that's set up to protect you. Now you're going to be left naked, man. You're going to succumb to the very prophecies that you didn't read. You skim through it. Scripture scripture about that. That who said they was not. Let's get that real quick.
Con, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 14, and verse 15. Let's see, yeah, I get to verse 15. It said, therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the prophets that prophesy my name, and I sent them not.
Right. Yeah. You guys don't date back to the foundation of the world. You don't link up with the first chapter, touching the prophets that's been. You just two guys, man, that's trying to take on the role, assume the role of the prophets. And you can tell, like the county, you can see it. When you take away that rough, I'm talking, what's his name? The Quan, Tony, you out. No, that's straight to the point. I'm talking you out. You take away that little rough beard, man, you scared little boy behind, you know? Go ahead.
It says, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land.
Wow. That verse. That verse. Yep, go ahead.
It says, yet they say, sword and famine shall not be in this land.
Right, that's what they're telling you. They said sword and famine is not going to be in this land. Which that sword varies from the extreme of an ICBM to something as subtle as a needle. Or that, what you call it, what's the device that they use? Right. Or let's say the Karoks. But yeah. But, you know, for you out there who have ears. Right? That's a form of the sword. So when you guys say that the Quran is not the MOTV, nah, don't look out for that. You leaving your congregation open. Go ahead.
By sword and famine shall those prophets be consumed.
Right, you're going to be consumed by the very thing that you saying that's not. But to look out for. And that's right. You can't blame the Lord for that. That's pretty much you making your bed and lying in it. So we don't see. Then it come late, the guys, all of a sudden, the Lord gonna just switch the momentum towards you. Then, you know, we're gonna have to, regroup, right? Everybody got to regroup and scramble. Yeah, take notes from the plum. Yeah, the malak. Meanwhile, prophets are closing in. It don't make sense. By the time you get around to that, right? Shit, the eggs will be $35. Hey, prophets are moving, man.
Revelation 14:9. If the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand.
Read again.
It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice.
With a loud voice. So this, hey, that's the sense of urgency that comes with this. You guys just downplaying. See that? You downplaying and saying it's sin. You know what that proves? That you're not a watchman. A watchman looks and peer out into what's coming. They don't look back. Sin is back. It's already established that. You know what I mean? It's already established that we all fall short.
You said watchmen don't look back. Like you said, the headlights.
Right, yeah, the headlights.
You know what I'm saying? They ain't put headlights in the rear of your car.
Yeah, they red, the ones in the back.
Yeah, they red. Stop.
Danger,
Danger, you know what I mean?
yeah, danger.
Like you said, watchman, stand up on his watchman, he venture out.
Right,
You see the oncoming danger,
right.
oncoming traffic. You know what I'm saying? With the headlights. Like you said, the light is bright as path up to help him see.
Yeah. When you looking back, why would you have to go back and reaffirm that we all sin? Get the hell out of here, man. After Yahweh went up on the cross, right? Y'all didn't consider that, man. Yahweh went up there and cleared Israel, but now you have to wait and see. You know, you have to wait and see who he cleared. That's why We are prisoners of hope. And the walk and little Teddy Graham, he put his foot in his mouth. You have something about? Yeah, come on.
It's Ezekiel chapter 33, verse 7. So now, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Beautiful. Son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto where?
The house of Israel.
Ham.
The house of Israel.
Edomite.
The house of Israel.
The house of Israel. Starting with you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. On down to New Mexico. Go ahead, Al.
It says, therefore, thou shalt hear the word of my mouth.
Right, and that's what we have, man. We have heard the word at the Most High our mouth, man. Which is really comes from the Holy Spirit.
Right.
Giving us that deeper, which is the comforter.
Deeper understanding.
Giving us a deeper understanding
Yeah.
of what's going to take place, man. And that's why we can, through the Holy Spirit, house that light. And like you said, being a watchman and looking afar and spread that light out and to warn the people, man. That's just like being a reflector. You go to reflector to the sun when it shines. It comes from the sun, housed right there at that point, and then beams out.
Scripture say that she is the mirror,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
brightness, wisdom of Solomon, 7th chapter. Now you guys, you keep going back reminding us. Then you niggas, you sick, man. You sat down and you came up with a presentation. Niggas said, okay, in your forehead, and then it's played out in your head. Right? So hold up, that means you got the mark of the beast, man, because, the garments, right? Let's just start with simple things. The mixed garments. Sin is sin. So, right?
Break one,
Right.
you broke them all.
Right. But then hold up, the beast, right? The beast comes in a certain season. So this is the mark of the beast, right? So what about before the beast was here? You said sin. So what was the mark then? If sin is the mark, this time it's the mark of the beast, is the sin from the beast. But prior to the beast, it was the mark of what? You see? The snare you weave you for yourself. And that's our kids. Our kids are the possessive parents. Like he had been down there. And I'm talking about like a little
Toddler.
and the cake crumbs around your mouth. Where the cake at again? You just let them keep snaring themselves. So, what was the mark before the beast? Right? 'Cause it's sin is not a new idea. So that meant it was the mark of who's one of the guy what's the guy the rich guy from the Persians? Yeah. Fuck out of here, man. Or what about the people who died in the time of Noah? What was that mark? Oh, you got it, huh?
I got one for you real quick.
Oh, that was it? You know what, real quick, let's get the precept. Yeah.
This is Malachi 3, verse 18. Then shall you return
Beautiful.
and discern between the righteous and the wicked.
Right, see, this is what you develop when you come into this truth. Discernment, go ahead.
Between him that serveth the Most High and him that serveth him not.
Right, so the elect is not going to be swayed. See? And it's going to be based upon your presentation. We don't know you guys personally, man. There's certainly nothing to warn us, hey, oh, that was these little stupid niggas do, man. Niggas say y'all hate. Like you did something to warn me hate. You took bread out of my little mouth, or you compromised my livelihood. No, we judging you according to what you said. And that's the spirit. Go real quick to go to the blue letter. What's the scripture where it says you should judge even angels? Is that 2 Corinthians 6? Let's get that real quick and look up that word judge.
I got some too.
Go
Going
ahead.
back to that hate, anything take the false weight. Book of Psalm 119 and 104. It says, through thy precepts I get understanding.
You got precepts. I get understanding. See? Why? Because, hey, you read one precept to help you more understand the precept that you read. 9 times out of 10, it's a precept to link up with that, to give you more understanding. So it says, what up?
It says, through thy precepts I get understanding. Therefore I hate every false way.
Yeah, so therefore I hate every false way. Right. All right? And a way can translate to what? A doctrine. That's what it is. Path that you take. And the way that we got, you know, Lord willing, we endure to the end of this way or this path that leads to Yahweh Shai, which is life.
That's it. You continue the path.
You continue
in the way, apostles' doctrine.
That's that way.
That's the path.
Beautiful.
And you niggas, hey, this thing's scary. Imagine putting a little kid out there on his own. He's going to be taken. A creep, a shadowy figure is throwing a lollipop. And the kid is drunk. That's why when you read, what's that? Ephesians, the 4th chapter? It's the top. And it said it carried away. It said by the sleight of men. Waiting in the cut to deceive you. You know? And that's why when you read Hebrews, the 5th chapter, it tells you how once you're full age, you can discern both good and evil. That means you say, oh no, I know not to go over there. I know a certain kid get a certain age, right? 12, then he know, and not even then, you know, just you get a certain age, you know, no, I don't go to that shadowy figure. In public. What you know, right? Hey, but we really like shadowy figures. In the spirit, yeah, we not approachable yet. Like the ministry itself is not easy on the ear. It's certainly not welcoming to you damn Babylon, you soft. Yeah. Oh yeah. We're not. Yeah, we're not. Yeah, the doctrine people, they tiptoe around. They don't want no pause of it. Right, raw. They don't want that rawness. That's why the scriptures say, speak unto a smooth thing. And that's heavy. Now that I mentioned that, it's not Isaiah 30, right? Speak unto a smooth thing. Yeah. Go to that real quick. Go to the blue dot. Because it said these are rebellious children, man. And it goes back to Ephesians 4 chapter. That we be no more children taught to and fro. We have been given maturity. You niggas want to play tick for tat. A child, no, they don't. You have to keep whooping them and spanking them. Now you got these children resuming the role of adults. You want to dry the car for everybody. You're going to get everybody wrecked. That's why the scripture said the blind lead the blind. Woo. And a simple nigga just got out. He just did 6 months. And he see a head wrap. And he going to follow you. Go to Isaiah 30. Is it 9?
It's 10.
Is it 10? Read that real quick.
Yeah, it's Isaiah 30 and verse 10. It says, which say to the seers.
You know what? Go to the 9th verse, yeah.
Yeah, it's Isaiah 30 and verse 9. That this is a rebellious people.
See, this is a rebellious people. Go ahead.
Lying children.
Lying children. See? And that plays out in the form of your doctrine. When you don't speak according to the truth, you have now been thrust in the category of a liar. So you niggas lying children, go ahead.
Children that will not hear the law of the Lord.
Now hold up, how do that apply now? Because obviously we're not under, the laws in the traditional sense, right? So let's click on that word law. Lying children who would not hear the law of the Lord. See how this applies to them.
That is the word law. Strong's H8451. It says direction, instruction.
Right. Direction, instruction. If you're a child, you need to be instructed. You need to be directed, right? Go ahead.
Body of prophetic teaching.
Body of prophetic teaching. See? So when they say that they would not hear the law of the Lord as it applies to this lifetime, they would not hear the prophecies. You keep talking about sin. And you notice that. So that right? Instead of hearing the prophetic saying, we present to you the future, man. That's somebody, that's it, man. Star Trek. But that's what it is. That's what we present unto you. And that's why the word faith, or the idea of faith, is critical. That's touching coming into this arena. All right, that was it. That was the one I wanted. Yep. You got that one? Yeah, go ahead.
Word line strong H3586. The strongest definition, it says faithless.
Ooh, come on, man. Faithful. Come on, that's the spirit. Because in order for you to, hey man, this is a living document. Just because we're in the Old Testament, that doesn't mean that it doesn't apply to them. When you search, then you'll find jewels will come up, man. And that applies to them. You finna make a point? Go ahead. Yeah, lying, man. Faithless. There are a lot of you niggas that want to be here in America because our scriptures say we have been thoroughly manifest in your country. Right. So it's not like we just talk about the Quran and leave it at that. No, we're going to, hey, you know you're going to have to step away from it. You're going to have to go off the grid. So that contributes to them saying, no, that's not the, hell no, ain't no fucking market piece. It's city. Right. Hey, Mark, we tell them now, you know, you're going to lose it all now. See that? Then the nigga said, nah, that ain't it. That's the doctrine. That's really what the nigga's doctrine is. Hey, man. I'm telling you niggas, you're going to have to gird up your loins and really put your trust in your outside. And niggas say, no, that ain't it. And they'll go to get precepts. Dangerous game, bro. Yeah, come on, who else?
Let's just make a point. Like, just going back, like you said, they try to keep you in America. Another brother brought out that Michael 3rd chapter earlier, and it brings up the point that pretty much they chop you up and throw you back in the flesh pots, so to speak. So that's which is America, man. That doctrine is really to keep you here. You know.
To break you back down and throw you right back into the grave. Fillet the skin. Yeah, fillet the skin, chop them up, and throw them right back into the cauldron. Right back into the pot. That's a capital offense in the sight of the Lord. Why? Because Yahweh Shai went up on the cross, man. And you niggas turn right back around, right? And here it is, we building a beautiful temple. And we come back, a nigga added some, he just
Spray paint.
yeah, he put,
Tag.
yeah, the nigga, yeah. But you know, these niggas act like they add something. They put some neon lights or something. They think that is legit. They ain't what the Lord wanted, nigga. Right, yeah. Yeah, nigga add something according to his mind when he think. You come and nigga you got to set up in the ancient field with the, the incense. You look to the right, there's a PlayStation 5. Now, I ain't knocking if you got one or something. I'm just saying, bro. Ain't nothing wrong. Like, hey, because the scriptures say we'll pick up serpents. Right. But you guys, go ahead.
This is the book of Acts, chapter
20. Get this real quick. Go ahead.
And verse 26. Wherefore I take to record this day.
But you know what? Let me see something. Yep, jump up to the 25th verse.
Acts chapter 20 and verse 25. And now I behold, I know that ye all among whom I have gone preaching the kingdom of the Most High.
Read that again.
And now, behold, I know that ye all among whom I have gone preaching the
That
kingdom.
applies to us too. We know who all of you whom we have gone preaching the kingdom to. Right? Go ahead.
Shall see my face no more.
Yeah, and that's going to apply to the ministry as well. It's going to be a time the Lord going to draw us back. Oh, what's that, Ezekiel the 3rd chapter? Right? Go ahead.
Wherefore I take to record this day
Right, so let's get everything straight. Go ahead.
that I am free, that I am pure from the blood of all men.
See, I am pure from the blood of all men now. And that links up to the duty of a watchman who go about performing the service of the Lord. At that point, the blood off our hand. And that's what the Apostle Paul said. He said, now I'm free from your blood, right? Go ahead.
For I have not shunned to declare unto you all the counsel of the Most High.
And that's what's going to free us. Because we didn't just give you bits and pieces. We gave you everything, man, that you guys refused to do. So yeah, you might teach about World War III. You might teach about Esau being the devil. But you haven't expounded on the Quran, man. And you notice the Lord keep bringing that up. Why? Because it's going to serve as that proverbial fork in the road. When the scriptures say, choose you this day who you shall what? Serve. That's why when you go to Exodus. So now you want to, you say, I'm going to be a slave for Esau because I'm going to take that tag. Everything is a build up to this moment, man. The Quran. And we don't shy away. We're going to keep bringing it up. You got more creative ways to put out your thumbnails and all that for it.
I got some real quick. The book of Isaiah chapter 10 in verse 20. It reads, and it shall come to pass in that day that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escaped of the house of Jacob,
Right.
shall no more again stay upon him that smote them.
And who smote us? The so-called white man. With that continual stroke of oppression. That's who smoked us. And the very wounds that bear witness to that is niggas walking with their pants hanging out their ass, filling out applications saying, I'm a black man. Now, we're not saying that you shouldn't do that. You don't go and make a new box. Nah, listen, yeah, people, it's like from the tribe of, you know what I'm saying? But we know, right, that we are not blacks or Latinos, you know what I mean? But overall, the current state of the nation of Israel is manifest through their wounds. And who contributed to those wounds? It was the Most High through his left hand. What's that, Psalm 17? Right? So that the Lord whooped you with the left hand, meaning he resisted you. That, him resisting you was through Satan. Like the Lord resisted you getting comforted. All right, for example, what's the guy from Red Fox? You go back to them old guys, they had reached a peak, and then they lost, but they died with nothing. The curse is like a stench. That's why, like, you don't want to be around. If you're in the right spirit, it's good. The curse is like a stench. You're like, oh, easy, get there, shake. Then you have to hold your breath. Oh, the game was on last night. You know what I mean? You fucking holding your breath because it's a stench. You holding your breath. You really can't stand. You can't blow, you can't breathe.
You ain't go to the same gas station.
Yes, right. You coming up out of there, man. I know me, man. I drag. I'm like, damn, I gotta get some gas, man. So, because niggas, if you notice, like, I mean, in Birmingham, niggas starting to, it's niggas to the point where it wouldn't be niggas. Right? Yeah. Oh, well, hold on. The niggas was at the brewery. Niggas had a part, niggas rented the brewery. I was like, damn. Yeah, I was like, oh man. And then you see the rat dropping. Right? And the rat dropping ranges from like tobacco to a cutlass. You know what I mean?
This is the book of Exodus, chapter 21 and verse 2. If thou buy a Hebrew servant, 6 years shall he serve, and in the 7th he shall go out for free for nothing.
So what we reading right here is the terms and conditions, if you will, as touching the dynamic between the master and his servant. So we can let's get to the bottom of it. Right? Go ahead.
If he came in by himself, he shall go out by himself. If he were married, then his wife shall go out with him. If his master have given him a wife, she have borne him sons or daughters, the wife and her children shall be her masters, and he shall go out by himself.
Yep, go ahead.
And if that servant shall plainly say, I love my master,
Read that again.
and if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master,
Right. So now, here it is. The servant has been given an opportunity to go free. But his response is, I love my, it said, he got to plainly say it. Right? It had to be made clear. I love my master. But you know what? Can we look up that word just to see if we can, if anybody can look up that word plainly?
It's the word plainly, Strong's H 559. It says to speak, to utter, to answer, to say in one's heart, to think, to command, to intend. You go down to the
You know what? Go to C. Go to C.
gun. It says to boast, to act proud.
Right, to boast and act proudly. That's the definition that's suited, right, when describing you guys and your sacrifice. Because that's what you're making. When your presentation is your sacrifice. So you boldly and even going as far as proudly, right, boasted that you rather be with your master. And how is that on display? By coming up against what we're telling you, man. You're doing nothing more than saying, no, we want to be here in America. What other thing you come up with? What else could you come up with to make sense of you guys vehemently coming up against something so obvious? Then you have these niggas, that's what the niggas do, they want to stay. Well, hold up, man. You gotta come up with some crazy shit. I forgot my coat in. You know, an example of that, right, is the nigga said, they're gonna make a billion microchips. You mean to tell me they're gonna have time to make a billion? That's you coming up with an excuse to stay here, man. Right. Oh, the nigga, yeah, that little dude kept throwing up surgery as if you're gonna get your appendix removed. So they're gonna have a billion surgeries. Well, answer this. And we ask y'all, I'm gonna probably start going to more you niggas coming for it, man. And then explain how many. I'm gonna put at the 14-minute mark. Explain how Esau came up with a billion IDs. Esau got a problem making. Esau gonna say, "Fuck it, man. Y'all can have the kingdom. I ain't gonna make no billion goddamn microchips." Man, this man gonna go above and beyond the call of duty to try to maintain, right, the throne. Here, a kid, nigga spraying shit in the air. He ready to fight y'all outside. Nigga think he ain't gonna make a billion microchips?
Proud man.
Yeah. Oh, that's good.
Good. And if the servant shall plainly say, I love my master, my wife, and my children,
You love this world. Well,
I will not go out free.
that's what you said. You don't want to be free. Go ahead.
Then his master shall bring him unto the judges. he shall also bring
And
him.
the judges is nothing more than, you know, the authoritative figures in whatever system. The Lord didn't have to go back and adjust the scriptures because we're in America, man. Again, this is the terms and conditions concerning a master and his servant. And you can't say that you niggas, right? Your black ass was brought over here on the ship as a servant.
Okay.
So this applies to you. Go ahead.
It says, he shall bring him to the door, or into the doorpost, and his master shall bore his ear through with an awl.
With an awe. Right? Go ahead.
And he shall serve him
And
forever.
he shall serve him forever. That's why the scriptures build up to the moment of choosing who you're going to serve. And you niggas have already made your decision. You said you want no part of your house because that door narrow again. You can't gloss over the fact that what we teach, we don't just teach about the Quran, we expound on it. This means you might have to come off the grid. You see? And them niggas fell in love with nuggets and tenders. Yeah. And that's the God of this world blinding their minds. When you bring that out, the nigga think about the styrofoam. They can feel the texture of the plate. You bust it on. Yeah, fry hard. You got to take that out of the vocabulary. Yeah, good. They can no more say fry hard. Yeah, you got it out.
Because this Exodus 14 and 12 is not this the word that we did tell thee in Egypt, saying, let us alone, that we may serve the Egyptians.
Right. Those same spirits back in the day, man. See? Go ahead.
It says, for it had been better for us to serve the Egyptians than that we should die in the wilderness.
See that? And that's the approach. Let us alone. We don't want to hear none of that, man. We rather serve the Egyptians. It's best for us to serve the Egyptians because they wasn't going back to stuff they was eating, man. Like what is it, the cucumbers? Which is, it's a shortage on the low on pickles. Yeah. Yeah, I know somebody, we deal with inventory, man. They just pretty much telling you, hey, work what you got. All right, go ahead.
That is Isaiah 30 and verse 10, where it say to the seers, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path.
Right, yeah. Get out of the way. They don't want no parts of your house shot. That's what you're faced with, your house shot, when the word is properly presented to you. So they said, get out of the way. I don't want no part of your house shot. Go ahead.
He said, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease before us.
See, and again, that goes into your house shot. Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease before us. You know?
And like you said, and let you know they don't want to get out of here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Cause the Holy One of Israel to cease before us, man. Because see, we want the Holy One of Israel to make his grand appearance. You know, and all the sequence of events that lead up to it, like what the elder brother going through right now. What secret event that we need to take place? That thing.
Right. Which comes with a doctrine.
It comes with a doctrine.
So how your house out here today? Going with a doctrine. They said, get that out of our face. Cease from before us. They don't want the doctrine. So that's what it means when it says, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. That's equivalent to stopping up your ears to the word. That's despising the word. It's not like your house shot physically or emotionally. So how your house shot? Oh, let's get that real quick. Is that second Ezra? The first chapter in 30. You know that one. You got it? That's it? Yeah, come on.
Yeah, then Proverbs 28 and 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law.
See? And that's essentially desire for the Holy One to be turned away, you know. And who is the law? Your house shot. Well,
He said, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
right, yeah, because there's going to be a time when you're going to be crying out for deliverance. And that's going to be an abomination. Why? And that's just like if I was I went out in the cold and rain to try to give you a jump off to give you life to the car, and you ain't want it. Then I get back to my car and I say, and you holler out, hey, no. I'm gonna say, man, fuck you, man. I'm gonna hit a U-turn, come back. Yeah. See, that's what's gonna provoke the Lord to just discard you. Because here it is, the Lord is extending a hand to you, man. So when you cry out, the prayer, hey, there's gonna be a time when the prayer's gonna be sincere. You motherfuckers gonna be sincere, man. All you people prayers gonna be sincere as hell. There ain't no fool, you gonna put down everything, man. There ain't gonna be that casual, send up prayers, so nah. You're gonna be, the Lord gonna have your undivided attention in that day. And you're gonna be fasting anyway. Because you know when you fast, that breaks your prayers up. So you niggas gonna be fasting anyway, you're hungry. You're gonna be praying, you're gonna reach up to God, you're gonna be the abomination. On that nigga who came up against the doctor, that's gonna be an abomination to the Lord. We don't want to hear it in that day. All right, come on.
This is 2 Ezra chapter 1 and verse 37. I take the witness the grace of the people to come.
Right, and that's discerning the future. In this present time, to be exact. Go ahead.
Whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the things that I say.
Yeah, see that? Yeah, come. Yeah, so hey, in contrast, they saying, nah, cause the Holy One to cease from before us. Meaning the doctrine, right? The report. But on the flip side, we receive it with gladness. And we believe, although we haven't physically seen him. So the Lord is before us either way. And either you're going to receive him or reject him. And it's all forged by the doctrine going out. That's plain, man. All right, come on, that was it, right? All right, you had something, son? Yeah. All right, come on.
Isaiah chapter 31, verse 1. Moses did not go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots.
Yeah, that's what y'all trust in. The perks of America, Babylon the Great. And once you fix your sights, once you begin to stay on Esau, that's equivalent to downgrade. That's why I say you go down into Egypt. What's that? Proverbs? Did somebody get that one? Proverbs 7, I believe, out of 20. Something like that, toward the end.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 7, and verse 20. I start at verse 24. It reads, "Hearken unto me now, therefore, O ye children, and attend unto the words of my mouth. Let not thine heart decline to her ways."
See? Let not thine heart decline to her ways. So that proves that once you subscribe to any doctrine outside of the teachings of Yahweh, you have just downgraded. You have just declined. You have just went down into the lower regions of the pit.
So it says, "Let not thine heart decline to her ways. Go not astray in her path." So then, follow the ways of so-called white man. Really, anything outside of this ultimately is going to lead to destruction.
To his advantage. So that's what you're doing. When you teach against the problem, right, you're promoting joining into Esau. Because that's how Esau is looking to make you a perpetual servant by that digital hall. But He's not going to impregnate the elect, those virgins, with that. He's not going to plant that seed, right? You're going to withstand them due to our, loyalty to Yahweh Shai. All right, come on. Oh, it's right.
Ecclesiastes chapter 13 and verse 1. He that touch a pinch shall be defiled therewith.
Right, and that pinch is an unclean thing, which is obviously who? Esau. So when you touch pinch, that's equivalent to what? Joining forces with the so-called white man, making an alliance with him. Right? Go ahead.
And he that have fellowship with the proud man
See, proving that's Esau.
shall be like unto him.
Right, you're going to share the same fate of Esau in the next sense. All right, so come on.
Isaiah 65 verse 12. Therefore will I number you to the sword, and ye shall all bow down to the slaughter.
Right, you're going to bow down to the slaughter. Now, you know the momentum been moving towards what? Those guillotines. So you're going to have guys literally bowing down to the slaughter, man. Hey, because the scriptures even tell you those who consent is still going to be held in the ridge. And what's that second Ezra 16th chapter? Go ahead.
Because when I called, ye did not answer. When I spake, ye did not hear.
Yep.
But did evil before my eyes.
Right, before my eyes, which the Lord is in the heavens. But how is it before his eyes? Because it's through his men, which serves as an extension of the Heavenly Father's only begotten Son. That's the pecking order. What's that, Luke, the 10th chapter, the 16th verse? Go ahead.
And did choose that wherein I delighted not.
Oh, you chose. See, so you guys going to make a conscious choice. Right? Hey, because you had a lot of people, you see these people on the fence, they'll say, well, what if you take it unknowing? No, it's not going to be that. It's not going to be a thing where a nigga just hit you with a, that's a form of surgery in a way, like what the guy said. But stop pushing it like that, man. You falling, you just slide them in, that's because you stop. Yeah. So we're going to have surgery on a million people. You throwing surgery out there as if a nigga going to have his tonsils took out. No, that's just going to be a cut. They're going to plant it in, they're going to punch you with the carot, right? That's that stake, and they're going to push that thing in. Yeah, seed of the devil. Yep. Hey, that's actually spiritual because there's no coincidence the virgins is associated with, right? Those who follow the Lamb will as well. Meaning the alternative, if you will, contrary to the Lamb, would be the beast. So it's either or. You following the Lamb. You follow the beast, then it comes with stipulations. You're going to have to be hit up to continue to dwell with him. And this the other, see, the Lord bad, man. This is the ultimate ultimatum. And it proves, it tests the fidelity of men, your true integrity. Because those who love Yahweh Shai are going to be driven. They're going to be like, man, hell with it, man. Yahweh Shai, man. I know the glory to come. You're going to be built like that. But those you guys who ain't of the elect, by default, you're going to grab on, you're going to hold on to Esau, because that's the tangible thing that's before you. You know, that's equivalent if you home and a nigga throw you a pepperoni pizza. Yeah, so man, fuck that. I ain't doing all that. I just sacrifice you. I mean, that's a small scale. You know, niggas out here with garbage, man, probably doing that, man. Nigga behind the scenes, got the pepperoni off his little pizza. Yeah, come on.
Isaiah 36 and 6, it says, Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt.
Right, yep, trust on Egypt. That's what it is, man. Your loyalty, you're gonna see where your loyalty lies. And that's heavy, man, because even in that, you can be driven. And I know I ain't gonna take, Lord, have your ass taken. Because why? you thought that you was above prophecy, man. I mean, yeah, we say that, but deep down, all what's that? Revelation 3rd chapter. Know that it's gonna be the house out for the hand of the Lord. Hey, Peter, remember Peter?
Right. That's it.
He was sincere, man. I ain't gonna never deny the Lord. And the Lord had the way he did, because no man control, it can never be left an inkling was left out there to doubt that some man control is going. No.
Who was that? James? Yep. That James, Lord Will.
Yes, say
Right?
Lord will.
So, hey, man, that's a highly slight. That's a high level of pride, man. Proverbs 20 and 24 tells us, man's goings are of the Lord. How can then a man understand his own way? So you can't sit up there and say, you know what I'm saying?
Now, if we do, we know that, brother might say, but in your back of your mind, you like, no, Lord will.
In faith, we saying in faith.
Yeah, because I didn't say it. Like in the spirit, like, man, because you said because you believe, like, man, I ain't taking that shit.
In faith, man.
Ain't nothing wrong, but we understand the big picture.
Right.
That it's going to be your how about smell shot.
Right.
So we just getting it straight, like, look, we under the mercy of the Lord, man. We pray that the Lord count us worthy, but that's going to be heaven, man. And when you boil it down, so like, it just goes back to being a part of the election. Then you have to be prisoners of hope in that moment. Like a wise woman said, man, y'all keep saying, hope on election.
So don't call me when you say,
Yeah.
don't call me.
Right. Yeah, you just promised me you'll be here tomorrow. That's a small thing. That better nigga said, man, I hope the manager ain't here today. Then go do a video talking about us. Yes,
This Revelations 3 and 10 in the NLT. Because you have obeyed my command to persevere, I will protect you from the great time of testing that will come upon the whole world to test those who belong to this world.
Right, the Lord said he's going to protect us. See that? Hey, you look up there. Hey, go in the group right there. Yeah, that's it. Hey, they say the hour, the Apostle Hall went into that, about how that hour really goes into a time, is it? So that's the secret. You got no control. Why that one time is there? These real mortals have no control over time. Right? Give a damn house, your physique. You can't stop the rain and, the seasons. You have to deal with it. So when that time comes, there's not going to be nothing you can do. You got to just hope that the Lord protect you from it.
Real quick. And our hope is to be, James 1 and 12, be a part of those blessed ones.
Yeah.
That blessed is those that endure temptation.
Right.
So what's the ultimate hour of temptation? Everybody be tempted every day. You're enticed to do, every day, but the ultimate hour of temptation is what? Is when Esau Edom make that thing mandatory, right? And present it unto you.
Right.
Either you with me, you know what I'm saying? Either you're going to be a permanent American, all right? Or you want to be the bird to fly away out of this trap that's going to be set, man. Right?
Going back that scripture tells about what's written 4 times, rent 5 learn. The great example is Daniel the 3rd chapter when that decree came forth. And there was an ultimatum, man. Whether you bow down to the image or be thrown in the fire, man. And what was the response of the 3 older children? We're going to fuck your idol. We're going to serve you how about sit down outside, man.
Right.
Whether the Lord deliver us or not, just let it be known.
Right. Oh, that's it. They made that point. They had a conscious mind and said, hold up, was it the Lord deliver us or not? Right? Even though they was steadfast in their positioning, but they made a conscious effort to say, was it the Lord delivered them? Because they know that it's how about Mount Sinai who's supposed. And guess what? The Lord delivered them, man.
I got some real quick. Read the book of Joshua. Like this is because Joshua 24 verse 16. If it seems evil unto you to serve the Lord,
And that's what these niggas do, man. They perceive it as evil. And that's why they got a slamming campaign to try to put the Lord in a bad light. You know, by the way of putting their doctrine as forth as evil, man. You know, they see evil unto them that the Quran, their thing is the MOTB. It's evil dealing with prostitutes and other nations and shit.
And they'll do a word search, harlot, and come up with the first precept.
Word search prophet.
Right, that sounds like. And then they act like they don't know it's in the records. With Judah, he went and got a prostitute. That what he was used to do. Like when you really go into it, it was like that was just some first time. He had already had his thing. He had a system. He was like, hey, you hold a staff, man.
Just going back to what you said earlier. In the scripture, the example you just brought out. You pick what you want. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to acknowledge that right there to be the truth, though. Hey, you forgot about that? You know what I'm saying? That's why the scriptures say, eat the whole roll, man.
Yeah.
You know, you can't just pick what you want. Scripture, man, there's a lot of things that people claim, you know, the scripture said it, no, bro, that ain't in the scripture.
Right. You know, I'm talking about that morsel.
Yeah.
You just want to eat little bits and pieces, you know?
Do that. Hey, what is that, Revelation 10th chapter? You know what I'm saying? Right, exactly. You got to take the bitter with the sweet. Revelation 10. What do you say? In his mouth it was sweet as honey.
Right.
But when it digested in his belly, which was in his mind, it was what? Bitter, right?
And you know what's about that? All that part. And you consider when you eat, right? That digestion, that's time.
Right.
Yeah. For the course of time.
It don't happen right then.
Right. That's why the Lord had it like that. You know, you eat it.
That's true.
Breaks down and go to
That's
work
true.
it through.
Right.
Work through, man. Take time. But as time, you say, hold up. That's not gerbil, man. A fucking rat. Like telegram and shit. But the report already, he was kind of, you know what I mean? Like brothers and brothers, like this dude kind of out there, man.
Yeah, so you got to take the bitter. Yeah, you got to take the bitter with the sweet, man. You know, that's both sides balance, right? One example of balance, like the most side balance. Look at how Shai had what? What was 4 brothers? If I'm not mistaken. 2 believed and 2 didn't.
Yeah.
That's a balance. You know, the bitter with the sweet. That's a balance, man. You know, the things that, because hey, when scripture say you made a fool, you made wise, you're gonna get cut. Right. When you first come in this truth, man, you're gonna get cut. Because things, you know, may was led to believe or however, or the way you felt or whatever, you know, some fucking emotions when you come into the truth, man. Hey, you're gonna get your ass cut, so you gotta take the bitter with the sweet, man. That's if you truly believe the report. You're willing to accept that. Oh damn, my grandmama, Big Shirley gonna, that's a hope. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, some little shit, I'm gonna get offended, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't take it as a man supposed to take certain things.
And can I add too, like, when you become a fool, you listen, you learn.
Yeah.
It's just like if, let's say like if you try to get direction, or somebody, you gotta become a fool. You can't be the wise, you can't say, you have to say, oh, well, you know, you have to be as one that knows not. That's the only way you can get it, man. You know, you try to get somebody direct, they telling you, nah, we're talking about, no, you gotta dumb it down back, and become a fool. Them guys not willing to do that. Because they don't want to say, hold up now, okay, yeah, y'all right on that, I was off on it. You know, that's really becoming a fool.
Yeah, that's true.
And it sounds harsh because the modern world has, you know, niggas call you fool. They really offensive, they call you fool. Oh, but who made that popular? They started, what up, fool?
Yeah.
They show you how far from grace Israel is.
It's that word for keep. In the Strong's G 5083, it says to attend to carefully, take care of.
Yes. Woo! The Lord said he would attend to us carefully, man. And you know what? It's happening now. Because how else have we been kept through all of this? Right? Hey, but the Satan be attacking you, man. Trying to get you to fall out. Who keep your mind girded? It's the Lord. But even more so in that hour, man, when all hell breaks loose. Hey, can I say, you know what's heavy about this, right? Esau pretty much putting on the front. But the Lord left evidence how crazy this motherfucker is, man. Like the hangings, the lynchings, sacking those different cities. You go back into history. Right, the Greeks lynching infants. That's him. He's back. If you trust in the doctrine, that means they reincarnated. Some niggas sitting in them seats. You got power over legislation to come at you, man. So that spirit kind of lies dormant in them. The Lord going to activate it, and scene going to unfold. Go ahead,
It says take care of, to guard.
Right, the Lord going to take care of us in that day. Isaiah 65, we're going to eat, we're going to drink, Amaratazah. It says to guard. See? To take care of, to guard. Right? So the Lord is going to guard us from the withstand, if you will, the advance with Esau. That's touching his elect. He's not going to let them get us now. You know, the scripture do speak about martyrs. But really, if we go to the word martyr, it's translated witness. But that spirit, like the spirit was on the Apostle Hall, certain other men, to even bring that reality out. That certain men going to be put to death. And that's why them guys said, nope, it's not the Quran. Good, huh?
In the Strong's definition, it says maintain, hold fast.
Woo! Maintain. Yeah, you know what? That's the very idea of being preserved. Right? Yep. Despite the conditions around. Well,
Just going back to that word, and what the elder's saying, Psalms 91 and 4, it says, he shall cover thee with his feathers.
come on, man.
And under his wings shalt thou trust.
Continue.
This truth shall be thy shield and buckler.
See, it's truth shall be thy shield and buckler. Right? So that's why the scripture says, since I have kept the word of my patience, I will also keep. Right? And the Lord, again, can't finesse the Lord in a show of brilliance to keep you on edge, to keep you laboring and not becoming disenchanted. The clause in the contract is what? Endure until the end. So it's scary, man. All you got, hey, the Apostle Hall said it, man. Great point, right? The men who fell out of this truth, that proved that the Lord took the spirit from them because they ain't never leave America. If they really had truth still in them, they'll say, okay, let me get the fuck out of America because we're going to be destroyed. So they still in America, right? That proved that the Lord took that instinct away from them. Because let's say, like right now, you got the truth, but you know, you believe America gonna be destroyed, and then you no longer amongst us, and you just stop teaching and all that. That means that the Lord took that from you, because if you truly still believe that America gonna be destroyed, you'll just go ahead and get the hell out of here. Right. Right. You'll have a map. You know what I mean? You gotta have a feel for the map. You'll go to South America, right? True. Go ahead.
It says to keep unmarried.
Oh, to what?
To keep unmarried.
Oh, to keep unmarried. Oh, man, that's bad. To keep you a virgin. And because that marriage goes into sex, the intercourse. And that's pretty much what's going to happen when you take the Quran. You're going to be impregnated with Esau's And he gonna control your ass with that thing, man. I forget what movie it is. They can let some shit out. Damn. It's a movie where the lady got the thing, man. What's the name of it? Yeah. And she would get sick and shit, right? Is that the one? Yeah, when she wanted to go to the doctor and shit, and get it took out and shit. Now about the nigga, man, had you have a seizure. Look, man, we don't trust in you. How about some hour shot? Because the word, hey, we convinced, we persuaded, man. No, we just pray that the Lord, again, like the brother read, keep us, guard us. But certainly we don't have the power in our hand, you know, to ward off Esau's military, right? That's right.
Going back to the unmarried. 2 Corinthians 11:2 says, for I am jealous over you with godly jealousy, for I have espoused you to one husband.
Right, you've been espoused to one husband, Yahweh. And then, you know, when you look at the ancient customs, such as marriage, there's a moment where you commiserated about going into the bed chamber. And that's what's going to happen. You're going to go into, with the Isaiah 26, come into my chamber. That's going to be, that's our husband. We're going to go up, that's when the commiserate goes to euphoria, man. The feelings going to feel. Right? You don't know how I feel to feel, man. These little laughs are scary. The scripture say, it's sorrow and death.
At the end of it, it's sorrow.
It's just like an instinct, like if somebody tickle you. That shit like uncomfortable. It ain't really like, fuck, man. Real talk. Something makes you laugh like that just happened, right?
Yeah.
But it's gone, you know.
That's it.
It starts, you trying to hold on to it. Then once it all break up, yeah.
Mad.
Right, everything gets you ticked off now.
Little thing.
And them telling ticking me off these big niggas in flip-flops.
Hey, they breaking out dancing and shit.
Oh, I'm talking about going to the niggas up and down like in the food area. Right,
Yeah, that's true.
niggas no socks. Niggas 6'8".
That for refrigerator period.
Got his feet out. The Clinton, yeah. With the Clinton refrigerator period. Nigga down to the Clinton, man. And you know what it is? You not anticipate running from a dog or nothing.
You at ease.
A lot of them niggas got a 40 cal
In first.
or you see these niggas not out here, man, you know, because they passed the law in Birmingham.
Every car got sticky.
Right, yeah. It was a guy pouring up a fucking nigga jumped out with you know, they just had it out. Like, I was like, man, he's looking for somebody to make eye contact with, man. This down and out sitting in the car. That's the patience of it, you know.
That's what they want to do. Everybody go wild west.
Yeah, oh, it was story. Did y'all hear the story about these white supremacists? They threatened to attack the power grid. Was one of them cities that somebody going at Jake? One of them cities up north, I believe. But yeah.
I have found you to one husband that I may present you as a chaste virgin.
Like, unmarried. Not gonna take up.
One of the words for that word taste, it says free from carnality. Perfection of it, not in part.
That's it. Yeah, because that's why the scripture speaks about your bread not failing, because you eat, you being sufficed by this spiritual entity. It is really bread. That's why the Lord is, because the bread is heavy bread. So you're hoping that it don't fail you, because there's so much in it. You've been devouring and digesting. And call on me like how about you know, Lord got our eyes open. real talk. Think about that. Real talk. The Lord got our eyes on, bro. We can see that He saw how to make it move, man. And the Lord kept those thoughts with us. Anticipation. Right, anticipation. A lot of niggas, the nigga do a full-fledged Black History report, right, on lynching, and they'll still trust, the so-called white not going to do it again. Right, the Lord showed mercy on us, about reincarnation. We understand that these spirits back, and He's over all our enemies, man. That's mercy, man. Yahweh Shem. That means He let us hit us in front of His spirit. We're bracing ourselves right here. You can't really get the Roman Empire, yeah? But you can't have the spirit of hoarding in you, stockpiling weapons. You can't go that route, man. Right? There's nothing wrong with it. You got bread, extra money to get extra things. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's wisdom. But you do it in the spirit of, hey, how about you outside control? Yeah. And Scripture said, wise man with fear and everything, or something like that. Because now your eyes will open to the dangers of how about you outside, man? Straight up. All right, come on, people read.
Okay.
Y'all see that? Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Right, so, hey, the spirit, hey, this is all in the spirit, man. Getting into the Karagma, man. Right? Yeah. That's where the spirit had to go. Because that's the time we're in. Power go out, then your attention. Then God gonna get your attention there, man.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 36, verse 6. Lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed on Egypt. And yeah, this is a broken system. That's why in this time, to show you what we had this process, you got this term, the Great Reset. Build back better. To show you that this devil himself is acknowledging that this place is on his back end, man. This system is broken pretty much. It says, whereon if a man lean, it will go into his hand and pierce it. And that's going to be the solution. In this devil work mind, it's going to be that karama, that bridge to the NWO. This man, how he's going to present that solution is going to be through that karama. And for those that trust upon this man, you're going to be reduced to taking a thing, man. To take that grain of rice. You actually downgrade when you do that. It says, whereof a man lean, it says, lo, thou trustest in the staff of this broken reed.
Right, so now you got two extremes. They trust in the staff, right? That's a certain staff that they trust in. But we have a staff too. Right? Yeah. Here's the word. And that stuff on our end is too. Let's get this real quick.
Psalms 145 and 18. The Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh is not unto all them that call upon him.
Right.
To all that call upon him in truth.
You think that's just ancient saying that's not going to be activated? That applies now more than ever. The Lord is going to be not unto them that call upon him in truth. See? And that's going to be what? The staff and state, the stability of that time. With that word time goes into that same hour, man. You guys, did it go out? Okay. You guys, either lost sight of that or was altogether never made privy of. See? Either way it goes, you're going to succumb. Right? Because They never considered that these scriptures is really a build up to now, man. There's a prophetic overtone to the Holy Scripture. Now you do have different accounts, right? You know, of course, the law, statutes, and commandments, you have certain songs, the psalms, but most all that's prophetic. Even the law have a prophetic overtone to it, right? In certain cases. But you gotta know where the secrets lie. Yeah, the gem. That's why it's a heavy emphasis on discernment. And that's a skill that Yahweh Shemashah rained down, man. We didn't have the focus for that. There's a Lord that opened up to that. And for the elect sake. All right, come on. That was it on that song 105.
Isaiah 36, in verse 6, we read, Lo, thou trustest in this staff of this broken reed.
So, right. And contrary to us, who trust in this staff, the word, those outside the circle is going to trust into this broke down system, a broken reed. Why would you put your stock into something that's fading away? Go ahead.
On Egypt,
On Egypt.
whereon, if a man lean, it will go into his hand
Right.
and pierce it.
It will go into his hand and pierce it, man. The dark sand for what? The corrupt. So for those of you who lean on this system, trust in it, then it's going to lead to you being pricked. That's the only way you're going to be able to operate it. Right?
It says, so is Pharaoh, king of Egypt, to all that trust in him.
Yeah, to all that trust. Yeah. You know? And you guys, man, irresponsible leaders amongst Israel. You guys who fancy yourselves after, teachers and whatnot, you got a lot of blood on your hands. Because you're accommodating the lust of Israel. And it's cool. Because, according to the story, you got to die anyway. Right. You just playing it out, Sometimes you get a little emotional. And then you say, man, you're going to die anyway. God knows who did. Hey, and according to the story, we in that lot. That's why we pray that the Lord keep us, in the spirit. That should be the prayer, man. Pray more so. All of us, Pray, man, that the Lord keep us. Keep his favor on you. Hey, like I always say, you wake up, and you still believe like the corrupt is the corrupt, you ain't wake up and then say, hold up, Vatican the city though, man. Yeah. You ain't wake up like that, the Lord still got his favor on you. You can't stop saying Vatican City. You gotta watch the niggas start talking about the new covenant a little more, you know what I mean? The new covenant though. But hey, we still got our eyes on Yahweh Shai. So what's that? All of the last, let's end off right there. Put that vibration out there. Follow it.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, and verse 4, it says, these are they which were not defiled with women.
Say that again.
Revelation 14 and 4, it says, these are they which were not defiled with women.
Oh, you remember Terrence came over and broke down. His breakdown on that. Yeah, I thought that, but then knowing that the elect would be like that. Yeah. Yeah, he said that. He said that. Going up the neck, man. So with that. Well, mighty God, you know what I'm saying? That's a lesson. Oh, that's old. Yeah, it's a lot of girls out there.
ready. I'll be back. He should have said, Lord. Yeah, he should have said, Lord. Revelation 4:4 it says, these are they which were not defiled with women, for they are virgins.
Right, that's a prestige number. Even in the heavens, the elect heaven, man. That you can be a part of that. That's in the record. These are they. What's that also in is that second Ezra, second chapter? Around the 40th verse, those who stood so stiff. Yep, go ahead.
It says, these are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth.
Right, yeah, meaning you still in the doctrine, man. That's what it boils down to. Because nothing carnally you do that's going to flatter the Lord. You know, man, who are you? The flesh. You're going to go to sleep tonight. Don't get that big. You're going to get tired. Go to sleep just like me, man. Be vulnerable as you can be. You'll get a night, have a nightmare. Right? So, how do you follow the Lamb? Again, by continuing in the doctrine, man. See, and again, that's how you gain. This is where you want to gain, where you're at in this process. Hey, because them demons will attack you. You know, you're like, shit. Hey, because it requires a certain level of maturity, spiritual maturity, in self-examination. That you can beat yourself up. Yeah. When you examine yourself, you know, like, yeah, man.
Let not your sins
Weigh you down. Right. Right. Yeah. Those who are falling from their grace in the Howard shot, Ecclesiastes 14. You know that once you start pondering other doctrines, right? Because it don't say that the elect going to have keep you follow anything outside of the doctrine. So that's the only thing you better hold on to. That you got this truth. Because that's an act of mercy. What's that? Is that Psalms 57 or one of them? As his mercy. I know I think it's Psalm 85. Yep. Mercy and truth. Go ahead. That's the breath of life. That's how you resuscitate. That's the breath of the Ezekiel 37 chapter. Go ahead.
It says, these are they which follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. These were redeemed from among men.
Right, redeemed from among men. That was the one who the Lord would set apart and sit not unto himself for all hell breaks. You don't know who the elect is. That's the precious. Even Yahweh said, I haven't lost none. Thou hast given me. That was like, you know, the task. Somebody come and report to their superior. He pleased the superior by assuring him, look, I ain't lost none of these. Show you how you elect jewel. Well,
it says, being the first fruits unto the Most High and unto the Lamb.
See that? The first fruits, man. Even when you go back to the law, first that breaketh the rule is who? The Lord. And that's the choice. Right? You consider a king don't settle. You should get a king supposed to get choice meat. Choice, yeah, crop. That should be your tribute that you give to the king. So the Lord look at the first fruit like that. That's his. And they're going to withstand even in the time of trouble. Go ahead.
It says, it's what you just said earlier, and in their mouth was found no guile.
Right, they're going into the doctrine, man. Because that word guile going into deceit. Yep. But a lot of times you have to deceive people.
Ball.
Right.
Yeah, I have
Statue by God.
yeah, I got you.
Yep, guile, yep. And she was driven, man. She was blending in with people just to get a view. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah. But that guile is what? Dealing with the truth, man. See, you see where that's actually a part of the makeup of the elect. That's going to be the attribute that's going to save them. Pretty much. That was the quality they possessed. There was no guile in their mouth. So that means they continued in the doctrine. The truth, man. So you guys that deviate out of your lust to check, you know, have a drop the mic moment. You doing that at the expense of your salvation.
Well, it says, in their mouth was found no guile, for they are without fault before the throne of the Most High.
That's another thing, man. It's not based upon your merits. Before the throne of the Lord, you make clear. The Lord has not imputed unto you iniquity. All right? So with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Brother Lonnie, our teachers, the head apostles, and elders, the great millstone. Shalom to the fellow laborers out there, and as always, we believe. Until next time, shalom.
Shalom, DTA, ball, soon.
Night.
Right now.
EOL.